Cybertron, our home. For generations, it has been a peaceful world, until pride and a lust for power divided us. Now we fight enemies who were once our brothers. Our tragic war has ravaged Cybertron.
It is a necessary war to return us to glory.
The Autobots will never sacrifice freedom.
The Decepticons will bring this world to order!
Our defeat would mean the end of everything.
My victory will mark a brilliant new beginning!
One shall stand.
One shall fall.
Hello everyone, this is Neronium. Welcome to my newest playthrough of Transformers War for Cybertron. Transformers War for Cybertron was created and developed by High Moon Studios, published by Activision in 2010 for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and the Microsoft PCs of Windows varieties. Now, here's the thing about Transformers War for Cybertron. This game is delisted on PC nowadays. But this was an era in which CD keys still exist for Transformers War for Cybertron. And if you were to input them onto your Steam account, they will actually activate the game. That is how I was able to get War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron on my Steam. Now, this game has a trilogy tied to it, which is Transformers War for Cybertron, which is what we'll be playing, Transformers Fall of Cybertron, its sequel, and then its quasi-third game? I'll get more into that in a bit. Transformers Rise of the Dark Spark. When it comes to the Transformers series, I am a huge Transformers nerd. Like, this is my bread and butter. And the thing about Transformers War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron, they are considered some of the best Transformers games, period. And I have to agree, in terms of a modern Transformers game, War and Fall of Cybertron just click with me and have all the boxes ticked. Now, unfortunately, this game does not have multiplayer active anymore except for private servers, and as a result, the account system that you could make no longer works, which is why you saw that whole account thing right there. Now, things to know about War and Fall of Cybertron. War for Cybertron on PC has controller support to a degree. For the most part, it is a keyboard and mouse game. I am inept with keyboard and mouse because, believe it or not, besides the Lego Island and the first Octodad indie game, this is technically the first AAA, or really first AAA major release PC game I have done specifically for this channel. I normally stick with console. Now, there's a caveat to this. I am playing this on a Steam Deck connected through a dock, an official dock, because I can get special controls that bind the keyboard and mouse controls to the Steam Deck's built-in controllers. So that's how I'm going to be playing Transformers War for Cybertron. Now, there's a lot to this game. For those that know your Transformers history, you know that this game was released and originally supposed to be in part tied to Transformers Prime, the animated series, with the aligned continuity. Somewhere along the way, that kind of got lost in translation. This kind of became a quasi G1 reimagining. Now, how does this game work? Well, there are 2 campaigns that you can do. This game only does up to 3 players for its campaign because there will be 3 Autobots or Decepticons you will be playing as in each mission. Obviously, we're going to be doing solo campaign because I don't feel like setting up a private server. I would and was originally the whole point I had gotten War and Fall of Cybertron before they got delisted was to make sure that I could play with Savart's and Link's Paradox for a co-op campaign. Unfortunately, it didn't work out because my time frames are always terrible. Case in point, look how long it's been since this game released and me actually playing it. But we'll do a solo campaign. There are 3 difficulties for it. There's easy, medium, and hard. Hard is actually hard. That's why, because I'm on keyboard and mouse controls, but modified, I'm going to be playing on medium difficulty for this playthrough. Now, that's not the only thing. There is escalation mode, which was a big thing around this time, thanks in part to Gears of War and Halo ODST, doing its wave modes. So that's where this game kind of took that into perspective. I don't know if yeah, you must be logged in to play online. So escalation mode does not work anymore, unfortunately, which is a shame because, again, this game has so much going for it. I would love a modern port to games because, unfortunately, to my knowledge, this game is not playable on Xbox One or Xbox Series backwards compatibility. And it's the same with the PlayStation Now backwards compatibility streaming service that you can do on the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. So really, the only way besides me pulling out my PlayStation 3 and or Xbox 360, which I can do, to play this game would be to play the PC version. Which the PC version has higher resolutions and more fidelity, which is why I'm doing that. So, how is the campaign structured for Transformers War for Cybertron? You can start as either the Autobots or the Decepticons, but there is a chronological order to the campaigns. If I remember correctly, the Decepticons are technically... Okay, yeah, we recommend that you review tutorials in the pause menu. Yeah, so you can play as the Decepticons or the Autobots. The Decepticons are chronologically the first campaign that go up to Chapter 5, and then you would go and swap over to the Autobots with Chapter 6. Obviously, we're going to be playing in chronological order, so we're going to be playing as the Decepticons first, and then we'll go over to the Autobots. I'm going to go back. Yes, I wish to quit the game. Yes, I know, we don't have accounts, and I cry every day for that. But yeah, that's pretty much how we're doing it. I know this is kind of impromptu because I said I was going to be doing a different game at the time that this game is premiering, but I wanted to do this game. I've wanted to do this game for a while, and I had to move the Knuckles Chaotix playthrough for reasons, so I'll get into that later, but don't worry, Knuckles Chaotix will eventually start up again. But anyway, everyone, I'm gonna end it off right here. This has been Neronium, and I welcome you all to Transformers War for Cybertron. Don't worry, I'll do Fall of Cybertron eventually too. I probably won't do Rise of the Dark Spark because I don't like that game. See you all next time. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to check out other Transformers games I've done on this channel, check out the top link for a playthrough of the 2004 PlayStation 2 Transformers game. And for another game about robots, check out the bottom link for a playthrough of Kirby Planet Robobot on the Nintendo 3DS.